Have you ever been told by a doctor that once your kidney function starts to decline, there's absolutely no going back? Well, if so, you're definitely going to want to hear this. For the longest time, the medical world believed that kidney decline was strictly a one-way street. But guess what? Cutting-edge science is completely flipping that old assumption on its head. In today's Explainer, we're diving deep into this massive scientific twist.
Welcome, everyone. Today, we're focusing on what is easily the hardest working yet quietest organ in our bodies, our kidneys. We often call them the silent organs. We are going to take a fascinating journey together, starting from some basic biology and moving all the way to some truly mind-blowing new science that's going to challenge everything you thought you knew. Let's get right into it. Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the three main roles of the kidneys. Then, we'll look at the silent drop-in function. After that, we'll compare Eastern and Western care, followed by some surprising bad habits you might be doing. And finally, we'll hit the science of rejuvenation. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the three important roles of the kidneys. These are the absolutely essential, life-sustaining functions we rely on every single day.
So your kidneys basically have three major jobs. Number one is detoxification. They filter out waste from your blood and turn it into urine. If this stops, you're looking at dialysis. Number two is producing hormones that help make blood. Without this, we'd become severely anemic. And number three, which is totally under the radar for most folks, is the final activation of vitamin D. Why does that matter? Well, if you don't have enough activated vitamin D, not only do your bones get weak, but it literally shortens your lifespan by inviting all sorts of diseases. So yeah, our kidneys are working incredibly hard behind the scenes to keep us alive and kicking.
Moving right along to Section 2, the silent organ and declining function. This is where things get a bit stealthy, kind of like a ticking clock.
So the crucial point here is the number 60. You might have noticed a little acronym on your health checkups called eGFR. Basically, that score tells you exactly how well your filtration system is working. If that number drops below 60, it's a huge red flag that your kidneys are struggling. It's an abnormal score that everyone absolutely must watch out for on their medical tests.
The really scary part about all of this, your kidneys show zero symptoms as they decline. None. By the time you actually start noticing things like weird swelling or just feeling incredibly fatigued, the damage is already deep. And honestly, it plays out a bit like a medical thriller. Normally, modern medicine just watches that eGFR number drop. They don't offer a magic cure, they basically just monitor it until you need permanent dialysis. Pretty wild, right?
Let's look at Section 3, Eastern and Western kidney care. We're going to take a more hopeful turn here and look at how two totally different medical philosophies tackle daily preventative care.
On one side, you've got Eastern medicine, which focuses heavily on energy or qi. They recommend eating black foods, think black sesame seeds or Whittier mushrooms, and stimulating a specific acupoint on the bottom of the foot. On the flip side, Western medicine takes a more mechanical approach to reduce strain, limit your salt, limit your sugar, and absolutely avoid getting dehydrated. But here's the beautiful part. Despite their very different approaches, both medical worlds completely agree on one major thing: the healing power of warm liquids. Sipping on plain warm water or warm barley tea is universally loved by your kidneys.
Up next is Section 4, Surprising Bad Habits. Get ready because some of these facts are completely counterintuitive. Now, what's really interesting about this is how famous superfoods can actually become dangerous. If your kidneys are perfectly healthy, you should absolutely load up on broccoli, mushrooms, and berries. But if your kidneys are struggling, their filtration drops, meaning they can't flush out potassium very well. Suddenly, high potassium superfoods like bananas, natto, or soba noodles become a huge burden. It's crazy to think that what is super healthy for one person could be highly risky for someone else. And there are everyday threats hidden in plain sight too. Just letting yourself get dehydrated or letting your blood sugar spike from too much sweet stuff puts immense stress on this silent organ. Also, be super careful with over-the-counter painkillers like NSAIDs or certain antibiotics. Overusing them can literally shock your system and cause acute kidney failure.
Okay, prepare yourself for this one. We all think probiotics are great for us, right? Well, there's a specific one called Lactobacillus rhamnosus. It's super popular right now for weight loss, but recent studies show that if you take it when your kidneys are already weak, it can actually cause the blood vessels around your kidneys to calcify. It just goes to show that not all health trends are universally safe. You've always got to check those supplement labels. Let's move to Section 5 and see how this all builds up to the latest research on rejuvenating kidney function. These are monumental discoveries that change everything we thought we knew.
To fully grasp this breakthrough, we first need to understand something called telomeres. Think of them as the little protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes. Every time a cell divides and ages, these caps get shorter. Once they're gone, the cell dies. So, logically, if we can actually lengthen those telomeres, we are essentially extending the lifespan of the cell itself.
And this brilliantly illustrates how a simple compound called quercetin is doing exactly that. You can actually find it in specific health teas right at the convenience store. It turns out quercetin helps lengthen those telomeres we just talked about, literally rolling back the biological clock on aging cells. When your whole body gets this rejuvenating boost, your declining kidney function can actually start to reverse. Talk about a massive game changer.
But wait, it gets even better. Just in the last couple of months, scientists made a brand new discovery involving a natural compound called procyanidin C1. This stuff specifically targets the exact spot where irreversible kidney aging starts, the kidney tubules. It actually rejuvenates those aging cells. We're talking about the real potential to stop the decline in its tracks and prevent the need for dialysis entirely. This is absolute history in the making.
So, how do we get this miracle compound into our bodies? Well, nature provides the absolute perfect delivery system. It's found in tiny particles called exosomes, which are naturally present in organic fruits like peaches and grapes. If you just drink processed fruit juice, you'll spike your blood sugar and damage your kidneys. But eating the whole organic fruit acts as a safe, natural mechanism to deliver procyanidin C1 right where it needs to go, rejuvenating your kidneys safely and effectively. So what does this all mean for us? Are you treating your silent organs with the respect they truly deserve to keep them youthful? From simply swapping your cold drinks for warm water to rethinking your daily painkiller habits, or maybe even reaching for some organic grapes instead of a sugary snack, we have the power to protect them. The science is out there and it's incredibly hopeful. I highly encourage you to take these new discoveries and apply them to your own life starting today.